In this video, we're sharing with you 2 new gouges that we just bought to add to our collection. Our first new gouge. So that's looking promising. That's actually the more expensive of the 2 new gouges that we bought. And then this one here, let's just cut that away. Just cut that away like so. Okay, we can break that open. Yeah, I think we're going to get into this one a little bit more easily. This was actually the cheaper of the 2. It's a little bit pitted. So we got a number 9 on there. We got prize medals again. And that one there is, again, it's got JB Addis and Son, but that's still got...
Is that a red sticker on the top then?
That's something they've added to it, 195th. Not sure what that one refers to. But it looks a nice blade.
And to me, it looks look, there's a mark on there, M.
Yeah. Have we got 2 original handles?
And we got a name on here as well, H.A. Warrington.
So that's probably the original owner.
Yeah, and to me,
because that's something they used to do, is to stamp the name on the tools.
Yeah. I think we can clean that one there up.
But basically, that was no less than half the price of this one. Yeah. So we saw it and we knew that it was good steel. It looked good in the photo. Yeah. So let's give them a try. You know, we haven't done anything to these ourselves, so these haven't been sharpened or anything. We're just gonna try them, see what our sort of initial impressions are. The first sort of thing I would suggest is that we're gonna we do hollow grinds, but we'll probably straighten that up a little bit, won't we? Because that is quite a curve on there. But our first sort of first impressions, it needs a sharpening.
There we are. You play with the other one, I go and sharpen it.
So there we are. Dan's going to take that in the back. He's going to sharpen that up. So that'll be interesting. After he's actually put that on the Tormek, you can see you can still work with it.
You watch the difference,
but yeah, there we go. So let's have a little look. This is the other one then, and let's see how that's cut in. So both of those, you can come back, you can collect that one as well, dude, because both of those, I think, they both need a little sharpen. So you can see, that is straight out of the packet. That's as we bought it. So, yeah, we're going to have a little look. We're going to sharpen that up and very much go from there. We've brought our 2 new gouges back in here, so they've had a little sharpen. So we'll have another go and we'll have a look at how they're cutting. So we're going to just re-go over where we did that cut before, and straight away, just doing the stop cut, I can feel the difference straight away. So that now is, yeah, that's going to be a nice addition.
Yeah.
So that's cut in nicely.
That's good.
Nice shape, nice size. For those of you then who are looking to buy gouges and are wondering, so where do we buy these from? We'll have a little look at this one as well. Just do some, yeah, that one there. That's going to be a very useful gouge as well. We're just catching a splinter there. That's my fault. That's not the gouge. So yeah, both of those going to be good additions.
We'll work back on it.
Yeah, we work back the other way. There we go. And yeah, for anybody who's actually looking at purchasing gouges on eBay, over the years we bought different ones, and one thing you've got to be careful of is you've got to be careful sometimes with the pictures. You can't see clearly. It's always worth looking through the information, looking through the description. If you're not sure about a photo, we would sort of suggest avoid buying it, really.
I mean, that one there, for what we paid for it,
yes,
that's what it's worth, and we can work on it.
Yeah,
and we can get a lot of that pitting out.
Yes.
So the steel is still.
It's still a very good quality purchase. So basically, I think we're happy with both of those. They are basic. Both of those are what we thought they were. This one is plus, very similar.
You're carving a piece of ash there.
Yeah, it's a difficult piece of wood.
Which is not
very similar to that one there. A little bit more of a sweep on this one, but those are two very nice gouges. Yeah, sometimes in the past we've been caught out where I try and find an example for you. Yeah, you'll think that you're buying a curved gouge, and what you've actually ended up with is a V-shaped gouge. Yeah. So you've always got to look closely, and if you're ever not sure, then don't buy basically. But you can get some really good bargains in places like eBay, and it's also worth noting as well. Have a look at the information on the seller, because there are companies that are established selling
the handle.
Yeah.
Although that handle looks new.
Yeah.
That's an Addis.
Yeah.
And it's the same style handle as the other ones.
So yeah, and one thing I've noticed on eBay then is that you have got some vintage gouge sellers. They're actually companies, companies and individuals then who specialise in selling wood carving, chisels and gouges, and they're worth following because they've always got good gouges. So for instance, this one, I think that was bought, that one there from a professional chisel seller, and it was worth
a tool shop, I think, wasn't it?
A tool shop. So it is basically, it's worth what we paid for it.
Yeah.
The seller knows. It wasn't bought on an auction. It was a buy it now option on it. We recognised what it was and the quality of it, but equally then the seller knew the value of it. So you're basically getting good value. Have you got any tips for people looking on eBay?
No, well, I mean, it's the name, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, looking at sort of vintage. It's worth doing a bit of research probably on the different names, the different companies that were making different gouges. Do your background research on which companies were good and which steel is best, and hopefully you'll bid on them and get some nice gouges. That's just a very quick insight into seeing two of the new gouges that we've added to our collection. If you've got any questions, if you're in the process of buying new gouges or chisels, remember you can always put a comment in the comment section below if you need any advice or any help on sort of the things that we look for in a wood carving, chisel or gouge. And as always, thank you for watching.